Hello, hello. Hello. Hello, hello. What's up? How's it going? I how's life? Life is alright. I have today the camera set up. Tomorrow is my birthday, so today aside from the regular quick today I'm going to talk about if I talk about the week it's going to be quickly because also the week hasn't been that I don't know that there hasn't been not nothing that special this week. So I don't know. I'll just go over this week quickly and then get on to what I wanted to do this stream, which is talk about the video idea that I want to record, which is going to be something uh, my birthday related. I guess it's like a video idea of 28 things about me or something like that, right? 4 times 7 things about me. So 4 things, 7 things about the present, 7 things about the past, etc. Right? Okay, Monday. This Monday I had class. Then I ate burgers. And Tuesday we had class as well. On Wednesday we had some kind of weird activity. Some people. How's my? Wait. Let me. Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Is this cutting out? Why the fuck? It's telling me that there is not enough video. Why is the bitrate so low? Now it's not, it was. The fuck? I don't get it. What's going on? I'm connected to the same Wi-Fi. I'm not connected to any VPN or anything. And the bitrate, it's super low. It's like 700 kilobits per second. The fuck? What's going on, man? Bro, I hate this. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm not sure if it's because I'm using the camera or what. Like, it shouldn't make a difference. It's an internet thing, I guess. The fuck? Yeah, I have bitrate set at 2500, but bro, I hate this. Anyways, I'm just going to try to, because I think I'm not dropping frames anymore, so I think I'm just going to continue with what I was saying. So Monday, nothing. Monday, we just did some classwork. On Tuesday, we painted something in class, and like that was something we did. And then we painted like some chart, like a sum up of a procedure in this training world or whatever. Then on Wednesday, we did some like weird activity, some external trainer about diversity and shit like that, boring shit, to be honest. And communication and all that came to like give us some kind of talk and to do some kind of activities. It was pretty annoying, but acceptable. I don't know. It's like fun enough, I guess. Funny but annoying. Thursday was another boring day of like, well, a day of class. Friday, another day of class, and then we celebrated a birthday from one of the guys in class, which was last Tuesday. And then we watched a movie, which was a decent movie. It's called Train to Busan. It's like a zombie movie, but it was pretty good. Yesterday, Saturday, I went to the gym, then I stayed at home, and today I also stayed at home. It's raining lately quite a lot. Not sure if it can be. No. Fuck. Did the video get... no, okay. The video didn't get... But yeah, I don't know. I guess you can kind of see the rain thing, right? And if not, you believe me. Okay. So yeah, that was basically my week. Boring week. I didn't do anything particularly special. Well, we went to eat Italian food, etc. And I guess I did meet someone new this week, but it was just for this dinner period. Some friend of my classmate, and yeah, nothing super interesting besides that. Yesterday I called my mom also, and today I went for a walk. Kind of unremarkable week. How about you? How's it going for you? How's life? How's your life? While you tell me that, today's topic of the video, I'm going to make a video today. I want to, by 9 p.m. or something like this. Today I think I'm going to stream. I don't know how much I'm going to stream, but I predict it takes long because writing videos always takes me long. And writing videos, especially something like this, which is 28 ideas, it's going to take me a while, probably. So I would like to end stream, obviously, before 9 or so. But if I take longer, I don't know, I guess I would like to finish the video today, finished, recorded, and uploaded and programmed for it to upload 8:30 tomorrow, which is my birthday. Tomorrow, 28th of July, 2025, I turn 28 years old, so I wanted to do something 28 themed, right? 28 things, because I turned 28 on the 28th, and this is like the only time it will happen in my life. It's the only time in my life where, obviously, where I turn 28, I'm only going to turn 28 once, but also it's the only time in my life where the day 28th is going to match the age 28 years old, right? So I guess I wanted to do something 28 thematic. For example, next year when I turn 29, it's like, okay, I probably won't do something thematic because 29, 28, the 28th, turning 29 on the 28th is like, who cares? But turning 28 on the 28th feels special. Plus 28 is an interesting number. It's 4 times 7, right? I don't know. There's something interesting there. 4 times 7. 2 times 14. So I wanted to do something related to that. You're not there anymore. I'm talking to myself. That's sad. But maybe tomorrow I will also stream because tomorrow I don't have. Uh, yeah, tomorrow I didn't have plans by myself, but there had came something had come up, but not anymore. So yeah, I'm not going to. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to. Sorry, I was thinking about tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I had some plans coming up, and I think I'm not going to have them anymore. Yeah, because well, I'm not going to have them anymore because it was basically going to the zoo with some kid, the kid of a co-worker or like some kind of superior of us. I don't know. It's hard to explain the relationship to some kind of human resources person, etc., administration person, and yeah. But yeah, right now for the moment, I think I'm going to write a video. Sorry, write the video. The fuck? I don't know. It's weird. This USB video thing is weird. So far, I'm switching to this. And maybe I will switch the audio as well. I don't know. Let's try this old thing again. I could try this old classic mic stand, this position. I'm not sure how well I can be heard, but who cares, to be honest. It's also not the best position to write, to be honest. but oh well. So I had 4 times 7. I don't know, things about me. I would also like to update my website on this, but for the moment I'm going to just put the categories. I had something like present. Let's go back to Twitter. I guess things that won't ever change is me liking cars or something like this. I don't know. Past, present, future. I hope you can see this. Basically, I'm going over the some past things. 7 things, I guess, is pretty easy to pick up. I'm not sure if these are the most relevant 7 things about me, but they are 7 things. Present, I am in Germany. I don't know. I'm not sure because obviously I'm not going to say everything about me. And there are like I feel like some of the things that worry me the most in the present, or some of the things that worry me most about the future, for example, are things that I don't want to actively discuss or something like this, right? So I don't know if I should leave a gap or I just like find a different thing. Yeah, seriously here says something like I like like things that don't change about you and won't change, and to me that's interesting. But I guess I didn't want to. I don't know. Present. I don't know what present, for example. I guess I have 6 things from the past already. Let's think about things about the present. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I was thinking about the constant also. I've always liked cars. That's an interesting constant, and I think it will remain. I don't know until how long there will be cars, I guess. But I assume that when there's cars, I will like them. And that even though I'm becoming a train driver, for example, that is still something car related. Sorry, something that even in a weird way it enables car related things, because you need to have a car actually to be a train driver. You have to, because you go to this so early, you must, yeah, it's kind of like you must do that. You must be a car driver. Sorry, you must train. You have to own a car to be like the first person to get the train in the morning and to prepare it and such. You have to own a car. I don't know what more things in the present I should mention. I don't know. If I mention things like I feel bad about X thing, or I am currently worried about that, I guess that those would be like the main things I should add in the present, but I don't know. Maybe I give up on the idea already. Maybe I could add something like I weigh 70 kilos or something like that. I could weigh myself and say how much I weigh, something like that. Stupid idea, maybe, but I guess it's something like that. Maybe I could add something like lately I've been into clothing or something like that. Another thing could be something like 4 times 7 things I've learned or something, right? 20 things I've learned throughout my life. Maybe I could frame it like this as well, right? Past, present, future. I don't know what else to say. Huh. 10% of frames dropping. No idea of what to say. I'm thinking, I guess. I'm thinking. Sorry for not speaking. I guess I don't want to just read fucking ChatGPT. Well, Claude. Yo, I had my Discord closed and didn't notice the stream notification. Hey, no problem. Quadro was there for like a couple of minutes and test. I don't know. Also, the stream quality today is for some reason dropping a lot. I'm dropping a ton of frames, a ton of bitrate. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. I'm also not talking a lot. I'm writing. I'm writing here things. I'm writing. Well, what am I doing? I've already talked about my week. Quick sum up. Boring week. Basically, gone to class, seen like then I watched a movie or so. Not much. Had dinner. And then I just went into the video, sorry, into creating the video. Today I want to record the video. I would like to, if I'm not done by midnight, I don't know. I maybe finish it tomorrow. I don't know. Tomorrow I don't know if I'll stream or not. I think tomorrow I will do some kind of birthday stream. I guess some kind, just basically, I guess metaphoric or something like this, right? Because I don't know. And yeah, I guess I wanted to do the 28. I wanted to do a 28 thoughts or 28 things about me or 28 things I've learned. This kind of. I don't know. I'm seeing the bitrate like be crazy. The fuck. I'm not sure what it has to do with. I'm not sure if it's because of the computer, because of it has to deal with a lot of data. I'm not sure if it's because of the internet. I don't really know. I'm not connected to any VPN or anything like this. You reminded me. It's my sister's birthday today. What the fuck? I don't know if this fixed it or not. I literally just turned the Wi-Fi off and then back on, and now it seems a little bit more stable. I'm not sure if it worked or if it's just like an illusion or what, but I feel like it's more stable. I unplugged the camera and turned the Wi-Fi off. Maybe one of those two things or those things combined did something, but I feel like it's more stable and like back to normal, I guess, right? Normally it's more or less like this. And what I was saying about the video is like today's video idea was 28 things about me, or 28 things I've learned, or 28 thoughts about being 28, about turning 28, or 28 thoughts turning 28, not about turning 28, just turning 28. 28 thoughts that I had, and I wanted to structure it in some kind of ways. 28 is 4 times 7, so I wanted to have like 4 categories, and I thought like something like present, past, future, and then one that it could be something like constants or something like that, right? And yeah, I don't know. That's what I was doing. That's what I have been doing for like an hour, more or less. Just sitting in silence and writing to ChatGPT to see like what things, etc. And it is your sister's birthday today. And yeah, these are the thoughts that I've been having, I guess. 28 thoughts turning 28 on the 28th. These are the past thoughts. These are the present thoughts. And I guess I want to do some kind of structure that is like, whoa, is your sister's birthday? Oh, the 27th of July. And then me is the 28th. That's crazy. How old does she turn? Is it 27 too? And the thoughts, I guess I wanted to line them up with each other, right? I wanted to, I guess, if I'm having like this past thought, I learned that I was a small, well, let's use the music example. The first album I remember buying was Random Access Memories by Daft Punk, and it kind of shaped how I listened to music. Then today I listened to an AI generated playlist album, and I'm not sure how I feel about it, right? But on the one hand, I don't know, on the one hand it was like listenable, and on the other hand it kind of scares me a little bit, right? That I can't tell the difference of it being made by AI or not, at least at first listen, right? Then I'm not like, and this is a kind of a future thought or something like this, right? I'm not sure what role music will have in my life, but I have a list of ideas that I'd like to develop, something like that, right? I think she is now 19, but could be 20. I don't know. I guess she has a long time then until like she can make a video that 27 things about being 27 or something. So far. And yeah, I guess I want to thread them like this, right? So I'm thinking these kind of four pillars: past, present, future, and I guess constants. And then I guess it could be like if I'm going to do 7 things, like it has to be 7 things. I don't know. So for example, one is like big fish, small pond. So that's kind of related to maths or to like career or something like that. I don't know, or to potential, to I don't know, that kind of thing. Then I have this kind of clothing, appearance, hair, something like that. That is something that I think about. So, for example, in the past, I used to complain when my mom would buy me something that I thought was too feminine, and now, for example, I've grown my hair longer, and I wear like I'm trying to wear different clothes and find a different style, etc. Right? Then for the future, set some intention that way, and the constant. It's like what is the constant or like what is the core thing there that has become that has been constant throughout. I don't know. For that, it's a little bit. I feel I like it. There's a gap. For the music part, I guess my life has been tied to music in a way, right? Music has always been by. I remember my dad playing these kind of CDs, like the Doors CDs. My mom teaching us little songs in the piano, like pretty like simple songs on the piano, but teaching us things like this, right? It wasn't a house where a lot of music would be playing all the time, like I've heard some people. Like my guitar teacher, for example, he used to tell us, or like like his daughter, she went to my class, and she used to say something like, "Yeah, in my house there's always something playing, like there's some music playing, some CD or something." And his dad was her dad, sorry, was a guitar teacher, and he was like a great player, basically. So it's like it's not that type of house, but it's still, I don't know, something that has been there. That's kind of a constant, I could say. I don't know how to word these constant things or something. I don't know. I'm thinking some ideas out loud. For example, here I talk about weight. Weight is related to appearance. It's related to weight. So sorry, to food. It's related to cooking in a way. So it's related to exercise. So I could say that I used to hate exercise, something like this, right? Hated exercise. How has your week been, by the way? Have you had your last test already? It was last Thursday, could it be? Is this on? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. I'm not dropping frames. Is it just a lot of delay? Okay. Yeah, I had my last exam. Well, I wasn't feeling that confident, but I probably passed. I'll have to wait for now. Good. So now you have vacations. You have Urlaub, or you have work still. I passed the first test with a 2.3. Not bad. I have work for another week, then I have 2 weeks at my parents, and then it's back to work. Nice. I'm leaving next week. Next Saturday, I'm going to Spain. So I don't know how I'm going to handle streaming then. I don't know if I'll take the camera, if I'll take the laptop. Laptop, I don't think so. I think I may leave the laptop here. I don't know, maybe I'll take it anyways. I think I'll take the laptop. But maybe I'll take the hard drives also. I think I will take electronics. I think I will take everything maybe. Yeah. I forgot how I did it when I came to here to Munich. I don't know where I kept each thing. What things I took where. Okay. I think I took my laptop on the small suitcase, on the Lego suitcase. In a thing, cameras in the small backpack. I don't know how I'll do it then to leave. Maybe I'll take the Osprey, but not super full, just with the electronics and a couple of things. The big suitcase with clothes, with the couple of clothes that I'm going to take to Spain. I don't know. Anyways, I'm not sure what I'm thinking about this right now. Oh yeah, because of streaming, right? I don't know if I'll stream in vacation or like. I guess because it's vacation, I was thinking that maybe I will stream. Not sure if every day or something. I think not every day because I want to leave like some breathing room, and also it's like I'm back to my parents' schedule. So for example, at this time I don't like to stream at 7 p.m. in my house because everyone is there, right? Plus now my brother is even less at home because he doesn't live there. So there's like less distractions and I'm kind of the main center of attention probably since I haven't been there. So I don't know. I'll probably leave myself some wiggle room to also have dinner with my friends with the ones that are available, or like go to Madrid, to the city, to I don't know, to for example do my laser. I haven't done my laser here in Germany, barely done my laser, so I'll do it at least once. And then to I don't know, to do random shit, to go eat and to go have dinner different places. I blank out. I don't know why late today I'm blanking out so much. I think I do it normally, right? But for some reason today I'm like even more zoned out. I'm like lost in my thoughts all the time. I don't know. I'm quite a bad streamer, to be honest. I've had a year or 2 years of practice, and even still, I don't get better. But maybe one day I'll be good. Actually, I'll be entertaining. I guess that could be a thing, right? Computer. Loved online mini games. I guess I've always kind of spent a lot of time on the computer, but also not that much. I don't know. It's hard for me to gauge. It's hard for me to gauge how much time I've spent on the computer when I was a kid or so, because I feel like I wasn't allowed to be a lot on the computer, but somehow even then, I guess there were loopholes or some shit, and I just ended up still spending a lot of time on the computer. I think from the time that I got my own room, from that point onwards, I was spending a lot more time on the computer, because then like the prohibitions or whatever kind of stopped. Before I had my own room, I think we shared a computer. I guess I've always loved online mini games, etc. But my with the computer started props when I got my own room at 14. Sorry if it seems like I'm also zoning out, but maybe I am not paying attention. But I am just maybe as I am not paying attention, but I am just playing RimWorld on the side, and I am setting it up. Setting up a new world. Setting it up like the things that you have to do at the beginning, right? All the clicking, the priorities, and all the going get resources at the beginning and all that. Right? RimWorld games, man. I miss games. Germany is a good country to play games because it rains so often, right? Especially in winter. So in winter, it's like it's probably so fucking awesome to play games because you don't feel like you're missing out. I guess in Spain as well, right? In Spain in winter, it's like no one wants to go out also. But it's also not that bad. For example, it's like you put a couple of coats on or whatever, and my cat lost its tail. I hope in the game. Although right now it's actually sunny, but it has been raining like today. It's rained a while. Tomorrow I think it's going to rain a lot as well. Even though right now, for example, I look at the window, it's sunny, but half an hour ago it was all dark and rainy. And then tomorrow it's like 30 milliliters of water, millimeters of water. So I don't know. It's like crazy. I'm streaming once a week. That's a thought. I'm streaming once a week. I feel like I'm still not good at it. I'm still not entertaining. Let's say entertaining. But I would say I'm better. I guess I'm better at like saying random things. Maybe I feel like maybe I'm not sure. I'm not sure how better I am. I guess it also depends, right? For example, if you're worse but you're planning things, for example, at the beginning I used to have like a topic. Stream today's topic, right? I have this topic, and then I would just start speaking or something. So maybe those streams were actually better. I don't know. Hard for me to say. I guess I want to put like this online thing and connect it to like how, I don't know, to the online world, or to how I am online, or to my online presence, or to, I guess, yeah, to the different windows I am online, to the different stream, Twitter, the fact that I've met a lot of people from Twitter, right? I don't know. I guess I've always been a poster. That's also maybe one thing that it continues. I've always been a poster. Before, like, while I was sharing with my brother room, then after in other sites, then here on YouTube and Twitter, etc. Or comments, videos and comments on Twitter, etc. I guess maybe I could include Japan or something. Yo, they asked me for a faction name and a settlement name. Any ideas? Faction name, maybe something like the Julians or something like this. And settlement name, Settlement name Juliburg. Juliburg. Wasserburg. Friday we went to like we celebrated like someone's birthday and Juliburg. And there was like one new person. She was like, what was the first name? The faction name. I think I said something like the Julians, maybe. But maybe faction 28. Maybe faction 28. I feel like faction 28 is kind of like a faction name, right? Factions usually have like stupid names, right? It sounds to me like section 80 or faction 28, district 7, right? Those kinds of names like this. Faction 28. I don't know. Yesterday I watched a movie. It was called Peninsula. It's like the second part. How many years you will celebrate? 28. I turned 28 on the 28th. How's it going, by the way? I'm writing the script of like today's video, which is 28 thoughts or something like that. 28 thoughts on 228th or 28 thoughts 228 on the 28th. And I've structured it in this kind of 7 thoughts about the past that are tied to 7 thoughts about the present, that are tied to 7 thoughts about the future, that are kind of tied to 7 constant things or 7 values or 7 something like that, right? And so far I have these, right? And I'm not sure if I'm going to write all of these. I learned that I was a big fish, small pond. Then I still feel like I'm a big fish in a small pond in my stories, but I've grown to dislike it. Right now I dislike it. And then I hope for something more ambitious or something like this, right? I hope to, not sure if I either do something like carve my own pond, like carve my own pond, etc. Or maybe even better, right? That it turns out that the thing that I do or whatever is the bigger pond, right? Or be in the bigger pond, I guess. Kind of care about things more important than just a small corner of the world, or I don't know. It's like if either carve my own small corner of the world, or even better, if it turns out that the small corner of the world that I carve is an important, I don't know, it is something that is engaging with things that are important, I guess. Yo, hello, how's it going? Rey Ayadami, you were from Italy, right? Happy early birthday. Thank you. I think, by the way, in Germany they don't do it. I think in Germany, I'm not sure if it's like badly seen or something, but they never do like early birthday. Am I right, Hanio? I think they only do it either on the day or like after. But I'm not German, so I don't mind. I don't mind either way. It's just that when in Rome, right, so I don't do it here. I guess then, for example, I don't know what is the constant that fits that bullet point. It's bad luck, but I don't really care. Huh? Yeah, in Germany, that I'm not sure what you are talking about. Is it about the early birthday thing or about... I would look at you confused if you told me the day before. I'm not sure if it's dropping frames, by the way. I'm not sure. I think it hasn't dropped any frames since I reset the internet. But also, I feel like it has because the number of lost frames keeps increasing. I often have early birthday just in case I'm busy. Yeah, in Spain we do it kind of as well. For example, if someone turns, we would have celebrated at the same time 2 birthdays or something, right? For example, me and my brother, right? We have, I turn, I my birthday is 28th of July. His birthday is 7th of August. Sometimes we do it before his birthday, like we buy the cake or something. Well, actually, usually we buy 2 cakes, but I think a couple of years it has been like in the middle weekend or something like that. Oh well, that's fine. Like the weekend before, since you can't throw a party midweek, makes sense. But you usually do that only for children. It means it's the intent that counts. Have you been, by the way? I hear that Southeast Asia right now, the vibes are kind of crazy, right? Because of the Cambodian invasion or invasion, is it an invasion? I don't know. What's happening between Cambodia and Thailand? I don't know exactly what's happening, but I feel like Southeast Asia is now like tense. Situation is tense there. Reminds me of that viewer. We had a viewer from Myanmar, right? Which was kind of crazy. Like they are technically still at war, right? Yes, Cambo and Thailand are having beef right now. Is Vietnam far away? I guess Cambodia is like on the other side, right? Ah, no. Cambodia is actually closer to Vietnam than to Thailand. Well, sorry, I thought it was like Vietnam was here and like Thailand was here. Or I don't know. I didn't really know where everything, where things were. Not gonna lie. So I guess the problems are here, or here, right? And you are North Vietnam, so it's basically you don't give a fuck, to be honest, right? You are over here, so you're kind of far away, I guess, from the heat, which is around here, I guess. but still, right? Close. It's like nearby. Right next to Cambo. This area of the world is so crazy, man. It's like so hot, right? So hot and humid. It's like if I had to, I wouldn't like to shoot people anywhere, right? But also, if I had to shoot people somewhere, it would probably be somewhere with better weather or something. Or like where you aren't like dying of heat in the jungle, and there aren't like a lot of bugs and those things. Ideally, I would avoid the shooting and all that. I don't have any places added in Vietnam. In Vietnam I do have a couple. I have a couple in Bangkok, a couple in one in Pattaya. I think these are just places to stay, like apartment buildings, the ones in blue. Cambodia, I don't have anything. I don't have anything in Laos either. I think I have more in written in my document here. It's been a while actually. I had this kind of check every month, my travel to places document, but I haven't actually done it. Southeast Asia, I have this book about Southeast Asia. China, Cambodia. I have Angkor Wat. Seeing the sunrise at Angkor Wat. That's probably a good plan. Maybe not now, but a couple of places in the Philippines, India, Japan, a lot of places in Japan. Laos, I do have a couple of 3 places in Laos. I knew Luang Prabang and Vang Vieng, and there's this boat ride from Nong Kiao to Muang Noi. Malaysia, a couple of places, Mongolia, Oman, Pakistan. A road in Pakistan, pretty cool. Singapore, a couple of places. Thailand, I have a lot of places in Thailand. Turkey. I don't have Vietnam in my list. Interesting. Do you have any recommendations? Vietnam. Vn. Turkey. This is Danang. Coffee in Danang. Danang. I don't know the language. Sorry. Why does the D have like a slash? What's the thing there? What does this A mean with these two things? Copiar. Translate. In the north, you can go to Hanoi for some stuff. Da Nang have good beach.
Đà Nẵng.
Da Nang.
Đà Nẵng.
Da Nang. It's like a da.
Đà Nẵng.
Da Nang. Da Nang.
Đà Nẵng.
Da Nang.
Đà Nẵng.
Da Nang. HCM City just had Hoyo Fest. I wore maid dress and went around a bit there. Nice. Bank. Kennst du Bank, Hanio? Spielst du am Bank? Kennst du das Bankhaus? It's quite close to me, Bank. Bank is something that I'm kind of familiar with, actually. It's close to Garmisch-Partenkirchen. Partenkirchen. Ho Chi Minh. Let's see how it's pronounced.
Hồ Chí Minh,
Ho Chi Minh. Hanyo is silent. He's kind of double tasking with Rimworld or something. Okay, I'm going to do some kind of Claude thing. Past, present, future. And constants. Yeah, I think I want that continuity narrative connection. Is what I have so far. Thoughts? Couple of questions that could help me fill some gaps based on what I wrote before and the gap you see now. Hey, fuck, no he pegado nada. Interesting questions. Let's answer them. I'm working on finding a style that I like more. That connects with the with that above. This thinking thing is difficult. I understand why people don't do it. I should have just watched another movie or something, to be honest. Wait, how many people are there right now? Oops. I'm not sure if, for example, Rei Ayanami is still here. Oops. I don't know, this is tripping. It says that I only have 2 simultaneous users, then 1, then 0, which is a lie because unless someone left and then immediately joined, I don't get it. I'm looking at the graph, and for example, when did Rei Ayanami join? Because this is like the simultaneous users graph. Rei Ayanami here typed at the book. Maybe did I hallucinate? No, here at 7:12. So here 7:12, Rei Ayanami typed something. There were 2 people. Then 7:14 here, my dearest clown joined. So at some point here, either he left and then clown joined at the same time, or this is lying, right? I don't know. Not that it's critical or something, the amount of viewerships, but even though numerically it's like a 50% more, 50% increase, 2 versus 3, right? It's just like, what's going on with these YouTube numbers? But yeah, I see you. I see the emoji and the yo. 3. See, now there's 3. What? I don't get it. But it says simultaneous users 3, and then there is like simultaneous users 4 as well. It's like, what's going on? I don't get it. A bit tired. I get it. Today I'm also a little bit tired. I went to bed late and I woke up not early, but earlier than I should have. The fuck? More dropped frames or what? Feels like it's back to being acceptable. I don't know. I'm going to look up what HoYoFest is. Tong Ting Ko Ban. Tong Ting Ko Toi Yan. Hoyo is the Genshin company. Surabaya in Java. It has to be crazy, this area of the world. I wanted to see something like a video about airlines in Southeast Asia. It's like how it has been shaped by airlines, or like how airlines have been shaping the different countries. I don't know. For example, Singapore Airlines, big airline, right? Where each hub is depending on like which interests every nation had, right? The kind of involvement of of like the public sector versus like companies. I don't know. I wanted to watch a video. Ideally, watch a video, or to see the kind of documentary is too long. A video, or maybe read something about the history, but something like all-encompassing. That's something that I would like to see. For example, countries like Vietnam, which are very much... also, did you know this? If I go here to like busiest routes, busiest plane routes. To first, you can't see them. Good. It's like, let's do a top 5. Which routes in the world do you think are the busiest 5 routes of airlines? like from city to city, right? For example, New York, London, those kind of things. It's like which ones are the busiest like amount of passengers in the world, like which ones? Say 5, right? 5 cities, like 5 pairs of 2 cities. Which ones? Guess. I repeat in case it was not clear. It's like which routes do you think are the busiest in the world in air traffic, in number of passengers? The 10 most capacitated flight routes, as it says here. So, for example, London to New York. I can't say them because I already know them, right? I googled them. I don't remember the top 5, but where do you think in the world they are? It's like, maybe America, maybe Asia, maybe Africa, maybe... And, yeah, which cities, right? Okay, this capital city, this other capital city, or this city versus this city. Oh, these two are far away, right? Or... I have absolutely no idea, but I also don't really care, to be honest. Then you are not going to be blown away because you don't really care, but it's interesting. These statistics don't consider the number of passengers actually carried, by the way. Apparently, they only consider the number of flight seats available, so it would have to be checked, but maybe there is like the actual one there. I wait another minute or so in case the only clown wants to give input, but yeah, too late. I'm going to reveal them now. Top 5. Boom. All in Asia. The first one is Jeju, which is some fucking island in Korea, in like South Korea, in the south of Incheon, really like south of Korea. In the sea, I forgot where Incheon is. I think it's in the left. Is it in the left? Is it south? I don't know. Basically, it's an island that is really close to Korea. It's a vacation island, and it has 14 million passengers per year. 14 million capacity, actually, but yeah, 14 million. Imagine how many seats is that. It's like... divided by 365, 38,000 passengers, well, seats per day. What's a plane? 300. 120 planes per day. Between 24 hours per day, 5 planes per hour go to this fucking island in Korea. If I'd be sitting next to you, I'd be like, whoa, that's crazy. Then, the 2 next ones in Japan, from Tokyo to Sapporo, actually, which is interesting. 800 kilometers. Oh, by the way, this is so close. 400 is usually like rail distance. But since there's sea in between, it's actually plane. Sapporo, Tokyo, 800 kilometers. Because Japan is so long and there's like already a lot of people, this route is like very populated. Interesting, right? This also Fukuoka, Tokyo. Fukuoka is more to the southeast, I think. 11 million passengers. Then, this is why I showed this. Because the 4th route is actually in Vietnam. Did you know this? The 4th most capacitated flight route is in Vietnam. It's Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh. 10 million passengers per year. It's like, I don't know where you are, if you are very close to Ho Chi Minh, but you can probably get a super cheap flight to Hanoi because it's like so capacitated, I guess, right? That the flights have to be super cheap. And it's also like, because it's so long, right? The country is so long that it makes sense that flights would be like really capacitated, right? So I thought it would be interesting to see the flights like this kind of more, instead of just looking at this, right? Looking at, and you start to see things, right? For example, Jakarta Denpasar, Jakarta Makassar, Jakarta Medan, Hong Kong Taipei, Jakarta Surabaya, Jakarta Singapore. There are a lot of things in Southeast Asia because they are islands, right? It's like they are islands. They are really helped by this fucking, and the countries are really long. Indonesia is like fucking long as hell, right? It's like 3 or 4 time zones. It's like fucking Russia or some shit. Jeju Busan is another one. Crazy, right? Then Madrid Barcelona is like in Europe is one of the highest. And it's crazy also how they are regional, right? Many of these are just national, which is interesting, right? So, for example, Jakarta Medan or Jakarta Makassar, Jakarta Denpasar, these are like national airlines, right? It has to be done by Air, however it's called, Air Indonesia. I don't know how to call the airline, the national airline, but I guess it has like a history, right? And I don't know. I thought it's interesting. These are international, but you can see that internationally, Hong Kong Taipei, for example, it's like 7 million, so it wouldn't be top anything. It would be, it barely scratches top 10, right? It's at less than 7, it doesn't even scratch the top 10. The top international capacitated route is less than some national ones, which is very interesting to see. But yeah, Jakarta, Singapore, Bangkok, Singapore, a lot of Southeast Asia, and then Singapore becomes like a hub. But I thought this kind of regional perspective would be interesting. Barcelona, Madrid, and Palma, Barcelona are also like in Europe. They are the biggest, the Spanish ones. Busiest flight routes in general. This is by actual number of passengers. 14 million passengers. Jeju, Seoul, Tokyo, Haneda, Sydney, Melbourne, Tokyo, Fukuoka, Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, Haneda, Naha, Jakarta, Surabaya, Jakarta, Denpasar. Crazy, right? Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, Bangkok, Phuket, Bangkok, Chiang Mai. There's like a lot of Southeast Asia. Manila, Cebu. I guess I was expecting more international, and it's more national, but that makes it also interesting, right? How these airlines developed. Da Nang, Hanoi. And Madrid, Barcelona is over here at like 95. $70,000 flights between Jeju, Seoul. 30,000 flights between Seoul and Busan. 18,000 flights between Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh. So I guess they are less flights, but decent capacity. So I guess there must be decently big planes or like very full planes. Meanwhile, in like Jeju, they maybe are less busy. Malaysia Airlines is called Malaysian Airlines. Interesting. Garuda Indonesia is called the Indonesian airline. You probably know about ASEAN more than an ASEAN lol. I don't know, not really. I don't really know a lot about this, to be honest. I'd like to know more. It has to be interesting, right? I guess it's also because, like, to me, flights are like the present. Right now, I am working in trains. I am becoming a train driver. And you can tell by how it is that it's less present and it's more like past the train. Not really, right? There should be people should build more trains. Deutsche Bahn should get like more infrastructure, etc. But you can tell that you are dealing with old technology, with old rules, with those kind of things, right? It's like there is a lot of friction because everything is old. The places where you go, like the connections are old connections. And when I say old, I mean like really fucking old, like from the 1800s type shit. And obviously there is a lot of impact post World War, etc. But and I guess the Deutsche Bahn's peak was, I guess, in the 80s, 90s or something, like before they privatized everything and shit like this. But you can tell that everything is based on like old standards, etc. And like it's hard to put a new standard in because you have to make everything new again. And in case of railways, everything is so old that it's difficult. But planes are like already kind of getting old, by the way, but there is a little bit more of a present feeling about the plane, right? Plane feels more current. It's like an airline operations. I don't know. Airline operations actually feels a bit old already, but it still feels like the thing shaping the present. And it feels like it has more to shape yet. For example, this kind of internal airline connections between islands. It feels like, for example, Southeast Asia is the place where, I don't know, I feel like there is like, you can sense maybe some expansion still possible. For example, in Japan, no one expanding anything, I guess, right? It's like domestic flights, routes, it's like who gives a shit, right? Japan Airlines is probably like, not sure if going out of business, but the business is decreasing, right? People are dying. I don't know, it's kind of a stale. But Southeast Asia, in terms of flights, it seems like there's still growth. There's still like shaping possibilities, right? I don't know. It feels more interesting. It feels like now they are very domestic, but maybe international will gain like focus. International will go up, right? Maybe not, but maybe I feel like it's a sensation, right? I don't have any data or anything like this. It's more a vibes thing. I feel like maybe until now it's been shaped regionally, right? And that's why I want to learn the history and how it's been growing. How the Southeast Asia because right now it feels like very insular. At least by reading this, it feels like every busy route is like within the country. I feel like it still has like the potential to, and not just the potential. It's not just like empty potential. It feels like it's moving in the direction. That's how the world is moving. It's moving a little bit in like this direction of international things, right? I feel like the capacity in these routes is like so high domestically, and there's a couple of outliers where they are international. I feel like it's maybe it won't shape itself like super crazily, but I feel like it will. I don't know, like there will be like big entries, right? Maybe capacity increases like tenfold or some shit like this in some route, like I don't know, Manila, Thailand, or Ho Chi Minh, Bangkok, or some shit like this, right? Cambodia, Bangkok, maybe not, but I don't know. It's like a vibe thing. It's like right now it hasn't been done because every carrier is like country carrier, it's like flag carrier. Those are the big ones. But I feel like now maybe it's starting to shift. The things is starting to shift. And maybe some international carrier like this kind of Ryanair car. Do you fly often do you fly a lot? Only Clown? What is there like a cheap carrier in Vietnam? Is there like a famous cheap carrier? And I mean not just Vietnam, right? I mean, for example, if you wanted to go to Thailand, would you be like, that's expensive? Or would you be like, okay, actually, I could go for a weekend to Thailand because this carrier has like cheap flights? Is there like a carrier that's famous for that? Because here in Europe, we have a couple of carriers like that, right? In Europe, there are a lot of budget airlines. In America, there are some budget airlines as well. Asia, I have no fucking idea, right? I assume there have to be. But if there aren't, I feel like there are going to be. And if they are, I feel like that the fact that I don't know them already is bad. And that there will be one that I know. You know what I mean? I feel like that is the direction in which we are moving. Right now, I don't have any fucking idea. I didn't know what the flag carrier airline for Indonesia was. Which is pretty crazy, right? And I feel like the world is evolving to some, I don't know, to some state of the world where that information is like more expected, I guess. It's like, wait, you don't know, for example, do you know Ryanair? Maybe you don't. It's like maybe saying, do you know Spirit Airlines, right? It's like if you don't fly in America, you don't give a fuck about Spirit Airlines. But I feel like they are kind of famous, I guess, in a sense, right? It's like if you knew Ryanair, I wouldn't be surprised because it's like a big budget carrier, right? It's like, I guess, the reference in Europe is like certainly the reference. And basically everyone who's been here to Europe knows Ryanair, right? It's like not just famous, it's infamous also because of bad practices, etc., right? I don't know. Okay, let's go back to my birthday. It's already 8 p.m. Today, by the way, for dinner, I'm having just like a yogurt, a protein yogurt, maybe a protein bar. I don't have any fruit or anything like this, so I'm not sure what else I have. I have frozen fruit, so maybe I have some frozen fruit just to... In fact, I'm going to defrost some fruit right now. Goodbye, I'm going to sleep. Tired. Okay, good night. You didn't say which ones were the airlines that were cheap in Vietnam, though. Here I'm writing the continuation. This is the future part of this kind of wish. And this is the future part. My wish is to find a style that I like soon, but also to evolve it as I get older, to find the archetypes. Let's say instead of soon as possible. Let's say as soon as possible. But also to evolve it, to find the archetypes that I both like and that fit my journey, let's say. And I'd like to find a nice balance between achieving a healthy body and also aesthetics I like. One, two, three, four, five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. One of these is cars, I guess. I guess let's put transportation or something. I hope I'd like to find an audience. I don't know. No, I wouldn't. I don't want to say things I don't mean, right? I don't want to find an audience or something like this. I want to find connection or something like this, right? I'd like to find connection, and I do believe the internet is a place for that. A physical component. A physical component. Connection of all kinds, let's say, of all kinds. Am I dropping frames? I look at the Wi-Fi icon and it has only like 1 bar, and I get worried. But then I look at the bitrate and so far so good, right? I don't know. I want to do a possible clip. Today is 27/07/25. Southeast Asia Airline clip. Gesundheit. And it's like, ugh. Before 2 hour 40 minutes. Currently, I think it's fine. I'm going to open WhatsApp one moment. Ja, Gesundheit. Okay. What am I missing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's say 6, 7. Well, I could just put 6 here, right? 6, 6, 7, 7, and I could just copy 6, 7. 6, 7. Where's my friend Claude? Here. Is the emptiest. I can't find for some of them what the constant is, or maybe like some description, thought beside what's already been said. Maybe I could go a level up meta, but then it's kinda this is how it's looking. Thoughts on when I can complete it. The book. I guess one could be like I could put one, I don't know, I thought of a couple. Something like felt left out often, in many cases because of being Japanese and people being racist or whatever, people being racist. Partly also maybe just personality reasons. Left out, othered. And right now I'm in Germany. Dropped frames, frame alert, dropped frame alert, drop frame alert, drop frame alert, drop frame test, drop frame test. Am I buffering? Am I buffering? Am I buffering? Am I back? Am I back? Am I back? No, I'm not back. Am I back? I guess the picture is a bit, but the sound is fine. Okay, that's enough. Also, the picture is not that interesting anyway, so. Right now I'm in Germany, and I still feel ordered, like I don't fit in. Future. In the short term, my future is here in Germany for at least a couple of years, and I look forward to some aspects of it, but I do fear some others, and I'm not 100% sure if this, and I'm pretty sure actually, I'm pretty sure this won't be my final destination. Does that sound weird? Final destination? More than a bit, I guess. Shall I say? I feel like it's back again. Used to be so obsessed about cars, and they were the main thing I thought about. They're still present, but even say I'm less obsessed about cars on the daily, but they're still a comfort present thing in my life. Final destination sounds a bit off, but it's just a message to yourself, right? Yeah. I don't want it to sound like Nazi, right? But that was the final solution, I think. Oops. I don't want it to be tomorrow. Actually, I could write this in this place here right now, like I don't fit in. It's my birthday day. I'm recording this the day before. But I'm dreading it a bit. Same. I want cars to be a part of my life still, but I think less of a center front focus 100% of the time, and more like one facet of a wider picture that includes more vehicles and more things outside vehicles. Okay, I think I'm close to finishing it. I think I will be finished by 9:30. Maybe I'm optimistic, but I feel like by 9:30 more or less I could be finishing, maybe like finished recording, and now it's left uploading and like programming, etc. You're totally right. Let's see if it what generates. Let's read them out loud and see if they resonate or not. I've always been a poster online while I was sharing with my brother room. Why am I writing like when I was sharing a room with my brother, then after in other sites, then here on YouTube videos and comments on Twitter, etc. I've always been drawn to understanding systems, whether it's math equations, chord progressions, train signals, or how online communities work. I don't know. I'm not sure if I've actually been driven to understand really chord progressions. I mean, I did like music analysis and all this, but I guess I haven't been super deep into it. I've always felt like an outsider looking in, but I've learned that gives me a different perspective that it's actually valuable. I'm not sure. It's more of a hope. I'm not sure if I've actually learned it. Okay, let's write this. I'm not sure how much it counts because I haven't actually dived that deep into things like chord progressions, for example. I do like music analysis, etc., but I'm not super knowledgeable about it. I'm not sure if that perspective is actually valuable. I've always needed creative outlets to make sense of the world: guitar, journaling, streaming, even commenting thoughtfully online. I don't know to what extent guitar was that creative for me, but yeah, if we substitute that for music more in general, then I think that checks out. I've been fascinated by things that blend the technical and the human. Daft Punk's Electronic Soul, Trains and Bond Machines and Transportations of People's Lives. I've always cared deeply about authenticity. I'm not sure about that blend thing. I mean, I did like F1 and rallying, and I do think there's something to this technical plus human thing, but that's more of a recent reflection. Maybe I think when I was younger I was more like I want the best technical thing to compensate for my lack of abilities. I'm not sure how much I've cared about authenticity in the past. Right now I do, but for example, in hindsight, I'm not sure how that refusing feminine clothes was authentic versus just like some kinda defense or denial or something. I've always been more interested in understanding why I like something than just liking it. That last one maybe is kinda true, although I'm not sure if I've ever examined why I like cars that much. I mean, I do have a video that is called Why I Like Cars, that is like an hour and a half or so, but I wouldn't consider that exploring it, examining it that much, to be honest. But I don't know. Maybe it does count as examining it. I do have a video called Why I Like Cars, lol. That's like an hour long, so maybe that's examining it, but that's also a recent thing. In the past, I think I didn't do that. I think I didn't do that. I think this examining things is a more recent thing, maybe like 5 to 7 to 10 years ago. Let's see, to 10 years. Let's see. I've always been something who gets really into specific things. Car as a kid, then guitar, then engineering, now trains and style. I mean, guitar, it wasn't that specific. I've always been more comfortable expressing myself through screen than face to face, whether gaming, posting, or streaming. I don't know. I've always been drawn to things that seem complex or technical, even if I don't master them completely. Okay, that could be a thing. I've always felt different from the people around me, but I'm still figuring it if that's good or bad. I guess. I've always needed something to be enthusiastic about. I don't do well when I don't have an interest to dive into. I'm not sure. I've always been the type to overthink things, even when I was younger, and didn't call it that. I'm not sure. I guess since I do think, ever since I think, I kind of do overthink a little bit. I don't know, it's different when you're a kid. When you're a kid, it's different, right? When you're a kid, it's kind of less overthinking and more like playing or some things like this, right? I do have some diary entries. Not sure if in this computer or in the. I zoned out. I don't know, this sounds like a horoscope type shit. Let's just tell this Claude thing this. Maybe it does resonate a bit more, but it low-key reads like a fucking horoscope. Lol, no offense. I don't know, I guess these don't feel always enough, and I always doubt whether I've always been like this or not. Let's go back to Twitter. These are some thoughts my Umphis said. I'm Coscorro Drift, by the way. Let's see. Oh, perfect. Your Twitter friends are giving you much better framing than Constance. The themes. I've always felt it does feel better. What do you think about soul? That one soul comment? Okay. Acceptable feedback. Okay. Decent feedback. Thanks. Can you give me some sets of 7 themes. I think the poster one still applies, right? Hmm. Specificity, I guess it's the wrong mix of general and specific. Not so general. They're not specific enough, but also I don't need to connect them to the actual details. They're supposed to be general. They do have this vibe of self because I'm making the video psychoanalytical type thing. I guess another one I'd write would be something like cars are here to stay. Cars are always gonna be a part of my life, but that's kinda like a bit redundant. Plus, now it's not a constant list. some reason isn't redundant while that one is. Let's see. I keep finding ways to be creative online even when the format changes. I guess maybe I could switch to something like values, but not 100%, like a mix between these things but also values. For example, creative outlet could be creativity, but Boas thing stays like that. I don't know what being into cars as a is as a value. Lol. Hairstyle is like I've evolved from trying to fit in or pasar desapercibido to trying to find authenticity or expression or something like that. I guess I like my yeah. Bro, it's losing frames every once in a while, I think. Oh no, 2557? I think it hasn't lost frames recently. Okay, I feel like I'm getting quite ready. I'm getting there. We're getting there. I feel like we're almost. I feel I have 27 out of 28 thoughts. I'm trying to make things more luminous since outside light is running out. How would you word it? Okay, fertig mit dieser Scheiße. Okay, switching scenes. I may lose video for a moment. I'm not sure what the fuck is up with this camera because I don't know. Like this shit goes crazy when I try to turn on. When I try to switch OBS from this to the Sony, see, this is fucking still. I don't get why. I think using the webcam is like. Oh, okay, I have this. I can plug it in maybe. Oops. It used to work before, but also maybe frames start dropping like crazy. No fucking idea. Maybe it works. It seems like it works. Okay, the problem is that the lighting isn't that good. Okay, it adapted a little bit. What do you think? How do you see it? Do you notice like a big change in quality? I feel like it's a decent change, right? I also feel like I'm going to do like several positions or things like this. Like I'm going to do the four. Sorry. Why can't I zoom? Fuck it, I'm going to paste this. To a Google Keep note. Can I copy it in Google Docs? Fuck it. Maybe I use the Google Docs. Okay, I'm going to test first how... Not really, but I was saying I was not paying attention. Wait, why it made that so dark now? The fuck? Okay, I think I used chat. I'm going to put chat over there because I feel like that makes things... Okay, I'm going to test a couple of things. First, I'm going to record a little bit, and then I'm going to check if it's actually recording it with a decent bitrate, even though the stream bitrate is scheisse. Testing quality, testing quality. Wait, I'm going to do this. Testing quality number 2, testing quality number 2, testing quality number 2, and testing quality number 2, testing quality number 2, testing quality number 2. And here. Okay, now I go to the thing. Data. What is this? Videos, I think. I think it's this one, for example. Testing quality number 2, testing quality number 2, testing quality number 2, and testing quality number 2, testing quality number 2, testing quality number 2. It's pretty bad actually, the quality. It's 720, the book. And if I do this, archivo, ajustes, salida. Okay, I think I'm going to end streaming because or maybe I'll restart streaming. Like I will stop, then restart it or something. I don't know. If I figure out how to record with better quality. I just want to record at least at 1080. Okay, see ya. If I don't, well, I will post the link right now.